All right, good evening. Welcome to this class. So I'm going to be explaining the popular lussac's law in the course of this class. So this is called the Lussac law of combining volume. It has to do with when you see the word packed, when a particular gas is packed with another gas. So once you see this word sparked, then it has to do with Gay-Lussac. I think this is too good. All right, so let's get started. Now in this question, they said 20 centimeter cube of hydrogen gas as packed with 20 centimeter cube of oxygen gas at this temperature. So the volume of the residual gas is. Now, the most important thing is to be able to write the equation of hydrogen reacting with oxygen. And how do you go about that? As H2 plus O2 is giving you H2O. But this equation is not balanced. Why? Because oxygen here is 2, oxygen here is 1. So if you put 2 here, oxygen is balanced as 2 oxygen, hydrogen is 4. So we put 2 here as well. So hydrogen and oxygen are both balanced. So the next step is you now analyze this reaction and you write out the volume of each constituent that is reacting. So here you say 2 volume of hydrogen reacts with 1 volume of oxygen to produce 2 volumes. Excuse me. To produce 2 volumes of water. Are you getting it? So now you now say, okay, before spark is the particular value that they have given you. What is the value of, what's the volume of hydrogen that was given? What's the volume of oxygen that was given? So you go back to the question. We have 20 of hydrogen, 20 of oxygen. So you say before spark, you have 20 cm cube of hydrogen reacting with 20 cm cube of oxygen. You don't know how much of this because before spark, there's nothing like this guy. Now you now say after spark. Now this is where it gets very, very controversial, or let me say a little bit tricky. Now after spark, you now say, okay, if 2 volume of hydrogen is 20 and 1 volume of oxygen is 20, now that means that 1 volume of hydrogen here will be 20 divided by 2, which is this. Let me put it this way. So if 2 volume of a particular constituent is 20, that means divided by 2 gets 1 volume of it. So 1 volume of it will be 10 cm cube. Are you getting it? So meaning that this other one here with 1 volume equals to 20 is excess, is too much. 1 is meant to be 10 because we already have something 10. So this is called the limiting reagent because for 1 volume of it we are having 10 centimeter cube. So it is small. So being small is called limiting reagent. Are you getting it? So the other one, which is 20, is too much. So that means oxygen is excess. Instead of that 20 that they gave you for oxygen, it is meant to just be 10 because 1 of hydrogen is 10. So you now go back and say, okay, 2 volume of hydrogen is 20, right? And it is 2. So 1 is 10, 2 is 20. So after 20 will react. But this guy is too much. It's not supposed to be 20. 1 is supposed to be 10 based on what we got here. So this one is supposed to be 10 centimeter cube. Are you getting me? So if we are not following that pattern, if 2 is 20, 1 should be 10, then 2 should be what here? 2 here should also be 20. You get the point now. Very good. So you now say, okay, what is the mass of substance that is unreacted? So 20 minus 20, that is 0. 20 minus 10, that is 10. So 10 centimeter cube of oxygen did not react. And then this one, what do we have? 0 minus 20, that's 20. That means 20 centimeter cube of water is produced. So in this reaction now, if this is happening in a particular cup or a particular beaker, so our hydrogen has reacted with our oxygen, and we realize that okay, all the hydrogen has reacted, but some oxygen are remaining, and it has formed water as well. So in our reaction jar now, we have the excess oxygen and the water formed. Are you getting me? So if they ask you that what is the volume of gas unreacted, they're asking you that the reactant that did not react completely, then it is oxygen and it is 10 centimeter cube. But if they ask what's the total volume of the results that we have, that means the 10 of oxygen that did not react plus the product that we have, which is 20, that will be 30. But in this question, let me see what they asked us. Okay, they said the resulting mixture, meaning that the oxygen and the water that is formed is cooled and passed over calcium chloride. The volume of residual gases. So calcium chloride is a drying agent, right? And it dries off water. So calcium chloride will remove water. So water will be removed. So what they are asking us is the volume of oxygen that did not react, which is just 10. So go back to the question and we choose 10 centimeter cube. That will be the final answer. Let me just confirm. Yeah, the correct answer is D. They got the residual volume of oxygen is 10 centimeter cube. So you can see that that is very well correct. So see you in another video.